I usually enjoy surviving something. But they took that away from me. I told you last week. It's been about a week. Haven't looked it up. Don't need to. I'm not researching anything anymore than I need to for the fact that I told you where we stand. But I did research some things. This is just redundant. How last week I was driving down the 5. Didn't give any of the information because didn't need to yet. But this guy from a irrigation company, bit of a progressive information irrigation company. I'm giving you progressive information. I'm telling you the fact is it was called progressive irrigation. And this story is alleged because this has not been written down in a stenographer's notes yet. But I told you a story where that guy came rolling up and he just, instead of slowing down for what was coming up a 50, he gunned it and tried to run me off the road. You know, guy tried to kill me. It's point of fact. I barely got out of there alive. And the whole idea took away from me the joy I get out of surviving something and made me go, what the heck? You weren't reacting to something. You acted upon something. You saw somebody and you weren't following the rules of the road and you gunned it for some reason to kill a stranger. And that I survived is a miracle to me, I guess. I got lucky. Just to be able to know what the heck was going on in time to see what he was doing. Told you, he was pinching me. I would have hit that curb right there when I was like a foot away from the curb in the merging lane, and he gunned up so I couldn't merge anymore. Like I was doing something, and I was like 6 inches from his truck, rolling back. I hit the anti-locking brakes, and I was doing all that. I told you all this. And I was sliding back, and just like right at the very last second, I was a foot away from this curb, and just a foot behind his truck when I finally got slowed down enough to get behind him. And then he slowed down to like 40 miles an hour, 35. If I'd have hit that curb, coming on the curve the way it was, it would have pushed me centrifugal motion, you know, centripetal and all that stuff. It would have pushed me right under his wheels as a driver. And not only would I have been crushed and demolished and a whole family ruined. See, that's what I said too. I don't mind dying. But this guy's going to kill a family. He's going to break up every part of my family unit. Without me, we're not a family as we are. You have to learn to be a family again after somebody's lost. And this is what this guy was doing, just rah, in a fit of rage, because he thought somebody was going to get in front of him after 10 cars had already gotten in front of him, because he's a slow-moving vehicle until he gets RPMs up and can gun it and run somebody off the road. Not only was he going to crush me and the family unit that I am a part of, he was going to roll the back end of that trailer over, hooked up to the tractor that was pulling it, and he was going to destroy company property. And this guy, I talked to them on the phone and I said, you send me a copy of the reprimand you have. Blot out his name. I don't care who he is. You just tell me who he is. Not who he is, what you did to him. That's who he is now. That's what I mean by that. Tell me who he is now that you've put something on him. You don't have to tell me that. I can see it myself just by the words. I can read. And, no. I figured I'd give him till noon on Friday to say something, and then I gave him the weekend too. I gave him plenty of time. I gave him my official email. I see nothing. So here you are. I look you up. When I got home and told the story, Nolan's Victoria looked it up, and she found these people. Progressive Irrigation, one truck with a big red trailer like that. They knew who it was and talked really quietly about him when I said, have you had complaints about him before? Oh no, we've not. And I said, you must have heard him. They said, no complaints. I said, yeah, okay. I said, tell you what, if you don't send me a copy of what you did to reprimand him, I'm going to take it further. And I told him, it's not the police. It's not the police I'm calling. And I didn't tell him anymore. I didn't even tell him that. I told him I'm taking it further. It's not the police. It's you I'm calling. Because when she looked it up, there are two places where Progressive Irrigation runs. And I know the guy from there wasn't the one running me over. But that only means that I've got more credit. I've got more backup. Two places. Clarkston, Michigan, and Gaylord, Michigan. What are the odds? These are my people. They've got a company up there. You can't take care of your guy. You can't even give him a reprimand. You sat in the break room and giggled, got another call, Jerry. You about killed another family. It's just a simple thing. Just a simple thing. Call out the people. You think the people in Gaylord want to hear that you killed Judas? This guy, now that we've gone this far, you know who he is. You knew his name. And we could all get it by public record. What I want to see a reprimand, and I want to see you put him in for a urinalysis and a blood test. This is some guy that's on something, just railing down the road on crank like he's doing 18 wheels across the country, but he's only going local. He doesn't need to be doing crank. He gets to sleep at night. Put him on a piss test. Let's see what he's got. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. You're going to find out that this guy, he's not going to be on the road anymore. He's not going to kill. He's not going to kill again.